guys, welcome back. This is Katie and welcome if you're new. So today we are going to clean out and reorganize my refrigerator. So I have said this before, we have a tiny refrigerator, just a regular apartment size refrigerator, so I'm trying to maximize all the space that I can. So everything that I have in this video I will link down below for you guys if you guys are interested in knowing about these products a little bit more. But I measured before I bought anything and just tried to figure out the configuration before I started buying a bunch of containers. Now I did end up returning one of the containers and I will share that with you later in the video. But let's go ahead and get started by cleaning out the refrigerator.
Will you bet if you get the chance? I know I surely would. When you're away,
I did make piles on the counter again in sections of like what the items were. So all the condiments went into one section, all the vegetables went into one section. I did that in my pantry clean out, and if you guys have not seen that, I will link that in the description box below, but I will also link it up here on the card in the corner of the screen for you guys if you guys have not caught that one. But that one was a great undertaking of just maximizing my space again. Check behind your crisper drawers because something will inevitably leak. I looked back there and I'm pretty sure the turkey that I made for Thanksgiving had leaked behind there and I just hadn't noticed it because we always have drinks in the crisper drawers.
deja vu. I know for sure you are my missing part. I know that you'll be you, 'cause you're my sweetheart.
First sets of containers that I'm going to start with. So these are for vegetables, fruit, and these you can put water in the bottom of them and they have vents on the side. So depending upon what fruit or vegetable you're putting in the container, it has little check marks on the top of the lids to tell you whether you need to open the vent or how much water you need to put down in the bottom of it to keep your vegetables and fruit fresher for longer.
Till you added colors. Like the moon needs the sun, we don't care about the others. You set my world on fire. You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay. Take me away. I want you for myself every
Just pop off the lid and you can pop off the bottom part also, and that's where you stick the water, and you can kind of see there right there that there's vents in the bottom, and that's how the water like evaporates and keeps the vegetables fresher longer. So same thing with the bigger container. It does give you a few more options on what to do with that certain item in the container.
You make me smile, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon is the snow, we don't care about the others. You set my world
So the next set of containers, I actually picked these up at Target. I thought these would be great to store like bacon bits and cheese, because I always have so many packages of shredded cheese, and the bigger container in this box, I can get all the cheese in. And then like if you have little, I think I ended up putting the feta cheese in the smaller ones, and I put the bacon bits in the smaller ones. So these did come in really handy for just some other items that weren't fruit and vegetables.
world on fire. You set my world on fire. I just want you, I just need you. I don't know what it is you do. I just want you, I just need you. I don't know what it is.
This next container I did find on Amazon. It is for your herbs. So you just put a little bit of water down at the bottom. I'll show you how I do that here in a little bit. But you just stick the water down at the bottom, and then you stick your herbs in there, and it's going to keep them fresher for longer. I have been finding that I've been buying herbs more, fresh herbs, and it's kept them a lot fresher longer. So this next set, I did end up keeping these. Now I did get another one that was kind of like this bigger one, but it didn't have this in it. So it has a little piece in it that you can either stack things, or you can take the piece and you can stick it right down the middle, and then you can have two sides to the container. And each side does have a vent on top of it also. So the larger container does the exact same thing. You can stick it in there and you can have one on top and one on bottom. Or you can stick that little thing right down the middle, and you can have two sides to your container.
Even though it was cold, we were never wearing proper clothes.
I'm gonna wipe up just a little bit more here. I did go ahead and put our Brita water filter back in, but I wanted you guys to see that I did put all of our drinks down in the crispers. I feel like that's a better use of space for the cans, is down there in those crispers, because they're an odd shaped crisper, they're not flat, so I can utilize my space more up on the shelves. I did also drop the shelf on the left hand side of the refrigerator with what I call the cheese drawer. I dropped that down so that I could put higher, like height items over on that side, because there is not a lot of room above that Brita water filter and that shelf and then the top of the refrigerator.
How far we come when we were younger, when we were younger. I remember a girl, I would sneak into her parents' house. I could stay for hours, and we looked into each other's eyes. Hey, I thought I was Romeo, I was looking for my Juliet. And as soon as I left,
So for leafy greens, it does say on the top of the container to open up the air vents and to add water. I did notice after opening it that the amount of water is actually on that gray container bottom. It's right there. It says 1 to 2 tablespoons of water. So I went and I got a tablespoon. I put 2 tablespoons of water.
everything was black and white. Driving in a car, never knowing how far.
So here's that herb container. Guys, I looked everywhere all over this container, and there was not a fill line on mine. The directions said there was a fill line, so I just kind of guessed where to put water in there. And I did put 3 different kinds of herbs in mine, and everything's been fine. I've had them in there for probably 2 weeks now, and they're still fresh, and nothing has gone wrong, and they don't taste like each other. So the next container, same thing. I'm going to stick some water in the bottom of it, and then I'm going to cut up my celery, and I am going to cut up any of the carrots that I have, and I'm going to put the carrots and celery in this container together. Those two things can be stored together. I would do some research before you start storing things together to see if they emit any gas. If you put onions in with stuff, I found when I was looking on the internet, it will, it sends out, it's called a methylene gas. I'll stick it in here how you really spell it. I can't remember what it was called, ethylene gas or something like that. And it makes things ripen faster. So it's not good to keep your onions in your refrigerator because it will make things ripen faster. Now you can keep onions in a container, but it has to be like a sealed container where they're not just like sitting out. So I just have my onions now sitting out on my counter and away from everything so that it's not ripening things too fast.
Like you always do.
Again, that's storing things together, especially in a container like that, because we are going to be having most likely 2 things in that container. So I did put limes and tomatoes. I found nothing that was a bad thing to do, so I did keep those together in the container. And both my cheese packets did fit in this container. I absolutely love these Rubbermaid containers. They snap, they seal tight, and they're actually kind of hard to get open, but I like that about it because then my cheese isn't going to fall everywhere. So I did end up putting the feta cheese in this little bit larger container, but I found that I could use the even smaller container for the amount of feta that I had, so I did end up putting it into a smaller container.
My world is spinning round, round, around.
I had a couple of these containers left over from my pantry reorganization that I talked about earlier in the video. I will link that down below for you guys. When my Everyplate comes, it comes in that box. And I'm using those longer clear containers to store the stuff that comes in my Everyplate box because it fits better in the refrigerator.
How you move and what you do has made me so crazy about you now.
When you want to store your green onions, it's a little bit different. Go ahead and cut the whites off the greens, and then what you're going to do is you're going to dampen a paper towel, and you can use a Ziploc bag, you can use a container, just a reusable like sandwich bag, and I wrapped it in the wet paper towel, and I'm just storing them that way, and they have stayed fresh longer than what they usually do. They don't get like slimy. I had just a couple pieces of like random sliced cheese that I went ahead and I used the reusable sandwich bags for that too, so they could store a little bit better in the cheese drawer. I also went ahead and put my eggs in this egg container that I had. I had it on hand. I think I got it at either like Ross or TJ Maxx. It's usually cheaper there if you're looking for one. They can be kind of expensive, so just keep your eyes peeled for ones that either go on sale or check TJ Maxx or Ross.
Round, round, around. Oh, I want you now, now, now. My world is spinning round, round, round. And I want you now, and I want you now, and I want you now.
To go ahead and stick all of the condiments back in the refrigerator. I did keep like the dips and the mayonnaise and like cottage cheese, sour cream, and yogurt over on the left side of the refrigerator. I put the milk and the heavy whipping cream and any of the like chicken and beef stock that I've got down by the water filter, and then all the other condiments that I did stick back in the door. So I had so much room left over after organizing this refrigerator. Before, I could not find anything in this refrigerator. It was so nice to get everything out and organized and just use the space better. I am 100% a believer in just utilizing your space better and just maxing out the space that you have, because it can be done. So just moving around those items and just getting a few containers that fit just a little bit better in that refrigerator has made a huge difference. I did also on the door put things together that were like items. So at the top I put all the spicy sauces like the buffalo sauce, and then I put all the salad dressings together, all the pickles together, and then down at the bottom I put the ketchup and stuff like that down at the bottom, and I kept the mustards together. So I tried to keep things that were kind of alike together so I knew right where they were and we weren't kind of digging around for random items later. We are absolutely loving being able to get into the refrigerator, find things. It's probably been about a week since I reorganized the refrigerator, so we have moved a couple of the containers around because my Everyplate did come, but all I did was add another clear, longer container that I talked about in my pantry reorganization up at the top of the refrigerator. But it's just, you just gotta move some stuff around, figure out what works well for you.
You touch my soul like a phantom, and you did it right from the start. Like nobody is watching what we're doing, like nobody is watching us, like nobody is judging while we're dancing till we get up.
Okay guys, so this came late. So this came like well after I taped this, but I wanted to get this in this video. So this is a fridge deodorizer. They have these on Amazon and I think it's hilarious. So I got this one, and all you do is open her up and you stick the baking soda inside of her head. I'm gonna get one. I think I'm gonna get another one for the freezer, but you change the month on it that you need to change it to, so that you know when you put the baking soda in there. So we're just gonna dump the baking soda in this one. And it actually didn't even use like half of the box of baking soda, so technically if you got two, you could probably get away with one box of baking soda for the refrigerator and then one for the freezer. But I think she is so hilarious. They've got like a penguin one, they have another one that's got like an angry grouchy face mom one, so it's super cute.
Like nobody is judging while we're dancing till.
Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. That lets me know that you like these types of videos. If you guys have not subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe and join the channel that I'm building here. And once again, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks guys, bye.